Your entire Christian experience is based on three things. And it is based upon mastery of these three things. When you understand salvation, beloved, you recognize that salvation is mastery. And so, what is happening in your daily experience is that you are to master your thoughts, master your words, and master your actions. So salvation is the mastery of your thoughts, your words, and your actions. This is the gift of grace to us that grants us the power to regain what we lost, which was self-control. In losing self-control or acquiescing, giving up our self-control, we surrendered our souls to Satan, who placed us under the bondage of sin, and he became Lord and Master. Salvation is designed by God to reinstate God upon the throne of the mind, so that we will no longer be bond servants and slaves, but rather masters of our own destiny, exercising mastery over the faculties that God has given us, living according to the principles of mastery, which is the law of God. All the law of God is the principles of mastery. How to live a life in such a way that creates and keeps harmony and peace and love existing in God's universe without offending God and offending man. Without sinning against God and sinning against man. That's all the law of God is. How we love God, how we love our fellow neighbor. And so salvation is the mastery of our thoughts, of our words, and of our actions. And notice this in 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 4 to 5, and it shows us that salvation is about mastery when it says, "For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds." We can't do God's work using the devil's methods, and we can't live God's life using Satan's tactics. Casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of God, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Christ. So salvation is about the mastery of thoughts. And God is on hand to teach you how, to mentor you how, through the study of His Word, through a willing spirit, how to master your thoughts. Salvation is about the mastery of your words. And notice it, beloved, Matthew 12 and verse 37. "For by thy words thou shalt be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned." So if by my words I am justified and I am condemned, therefore I must know how to master my words so that I will be only justified in God's sight. 2 Corinthians 4:13 adds to this concept, and it says, "We having the same spirit of faith, according as it is written, I believe and therefore I have spoken. We also believe and therefore speak." So in other words, salvation teaches us that we actually only speak what we believe. So when some person says something and it is said in a deliberate fashion, and then they want to turn around and unsay it by saying that they didn't mean what they said, when their words were harsh, when they were pointed, and when they were very deliberate in their choice of words, you know that that is actually what they believe. So when we have, I can't get this done, I can't accomplish this, and it is too hard in our mouths all of the time, it's because this is what we believe. We only speak what we believe. So when our words are faithless and full of doubt and skepticism and cynicism, it's because we are faithless, full of doubt, skeptical and cynics. Because we only speak what we believe. So salvation teaches us to master our words, because our words reveal our thoughts, which reveal what we actually believe. So if you believe that you can do all things through Christ which strengtheneth you, if you believe that you can live the overcomer's life, if you believe that you can have an organic and a real relationship with God, it's going to come out through your mouth. And when it comes out through your mouth, your actions are going to back it up. This is why salvation is the mastery of actions. And this is why in James chapter 2, verse 17 to 20, it says, even so faith, if it hath not works, is dead, being alone. And remember, your words just showed what your faith was, or what your faith is. Yea, a man may say, thou hast faith, and I have works. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by my works. So if we only believe, if we only speak what we believe, then when we speak, we are showing our faith. And when we speak, which shows our faith, our actions are completely in accordance with what we speak. So salvation is a mastery of our works. Thou believest there is one God, thou doest well. The devils also believe and tremble. But they don't confess that God is the Lord of all and that we must live a life in total obedience to God. Do the devils confess? No, they don't. But they know that God is real. They believe that there is one God. And they tremble. So you saying I believe in God does not mean you are acting upon that belief in your life. Because when you believe in God, you're going to have to believe. The concomitant thing that you're going to believe if you are sincere is that you will be able to master, because of the gift of salvation, your thoughts, your words, and your actions. But wilt thou know, O vain man, that faith without works is dead? Notice who goes to heaven. Revelation 22 verse 14. Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have the right to the tree of life and may enter in through the gates into the city. Those that do. So salvation, beloved, is the mastery of thoughts, of words, and of action. Our action shows our faith. Our faith is what we speak. And we speak what we think. We speak what we believe. So salvation helps us to master this concept. Because then we realize that faith is actually the unity and the harmony of our thoughts, of our words, and of our action. That's what faith is, beloved. Working together for the accomplishment of a particular end. Righteousness is living the truth. And in order to live the truth, there must be harmony and unity between what we think, what we speak, and what we live. Because if there's a disharmony, then there's a discrepancy in our witness, and we don't represent God. So, beloved, understand that God has given us the gift of mastery. What exactly are we to master, and what exactly can we master? Our thoughts, our word, our thoughts, our words, our actions. This is righteousness. This is salvation. We have this power. This has been given to us. This is self-control. And this is what the gift of salvation has made available to us, beloved. So may we walk in the gift of salvation fully today and understand and recognize that we have been given a gift that we can master our own self and not make excuses. because excuses doesn't take us anywhere. Blessings and peace.